sure, but we're about to find out. Life in yellow, spawning in the bottom left, and Remind again getting the better spawn position here. I explained this in this game against Lawliad. If he's closer to the Merc camp, this gives him quite a boost in the early game. And it's a big item that he can get here. It's the Mercs that he can get here. And that is throughout the entire game. So Life goes for the null spot first. That's pretty cool. We saw Lawliad taking this one, and was easier to harass, I think. And after this creep spot, you can eat through the forest. It's pretty small, so it doesn't take that much time. And do the Merc camp yourself. So Life is aware of how important this Merc camp is. And he... Does he have the time, though? That's the question. That's the big question. Did these two players collide? Let me check real quick. In Mo-Cup, they faced each other. There it was a 2-0 for Life. And in WCA China versus Korea, they met each other as well. But there it was a 2-0 for Remind. So it's equal. 1-1 in series, 2-2 in maps. So the winner of this series will have the upper hand in the personal feud between those two. I thought that Life is struggling in Night of Mirror. We saw him losing to Colorful in the WCA qualifier 2-0, and that was very, very one-sided. But we have seen him against Fly, and maybe Life is just better today. Maybe his performance today is really different from the early days of this week, like Sunday, Monday, where he didn't show his best, that's for sure. And there we go. Demon Hunter on both sides, obviously. Remind almost losing an archer here. So it slows down the creep a little. Of course, resources have to be invested to heal up the Engine of War. But he gets the big healing potion and the slippers, which is both pretty damn good. So that's almost a perfect start here at this creep camp. And he gets the Shadow Priest, so he doesn't need to use that much Moon Juice, which will help him later on. And there you see what I mentioned before. Life is eating through the forest immediately to block with the Shadow, with the Engine of War. But wow, Remind scouts this, but Life gets the Shadow Priest. This is so big, you cannot imagine. Demon Hunter is running straight over to get some kind of creep jack here, but it can easily retreat here, and he gets the potion of healing as well. So a mirror match, how it's written in the books. Mana burn, but Life gets the Mauler as well, or the Warrior as well. Pretty cool positioning. Can he lock him in with a Moon Will? Oh, Remind, you smartass! But of course the damage from those two piercing damages is enough. Tries it again with an Engine of War, forces him to leave it from here. But the Demon Hunter of Remind is in trouble, using the big heal pot immediately. That's a big loss. He really wanted for the big engagements. But what an early game we have here between those great Night Elf players. Nice Shadow Melt by Life. And he gets the Berserker. More damage. Demon Hunter of Remind is trapped. He used the big healing already. Will he be forced to use the Town Portal? Definitely looks like it. I don't think he can kill the Berserker in time. Wow, so close. Gets it in the end with an archer's shot. And so on XP, they are equal. But on basically everything else, Life is ahead. Greater heal potion still there. Town portal still there. And he's on a good way to tier 2. Remind slightly ahead. Once again, we don't see an Invul potion. Life is scouting an Invul potion. We don't see a Huntress Hall. Life is scouting for this. Sees, alright, there's nothing here that I have to be afraid of. He's going Talons. I can fight this. And he seems to be going Talons as well, since there's also no Huntress Hall for him. Oh, nice shot by Remind. Getting the experience. Still slightly behind. But yeah, of course, with the Demon Hunter at, I don't know, 10 HP, he used all the Moon Juice in the world. Well, not in the world, but in his world at least. Another battle for the Shadow Priest. Who's faster? The old man. Yeah, it's a clash of generations here. Remind, 30 years old. Life, 19. Remind was already playing for... Oh no, what is it? I think when Remind started his career, Life was 6 years old. Just imagine. Seeing him on TV probably. So Remind this time is going for the Huntress Hall. He built it quite late, but it's definitely okay. Went for the Naga since he's not sure what Life is doing. Enter the floor as well. Where's the Huntress Hall? Ah, there! Even I missed it. Okay, so this could become a bear mirror, but don't be afraid. There's a laboratory right next to the base, so Zeppelin action is quite possible. And both players decide to go for the Naga, so no Keeper of the Grove. Which would be the best choice in the bear mirror, thanks to Thorn's Aura, which throws back melee damage. Which is of course amazing in bear versus bear. But no, they feel pressured to go for the Naga. She's good as well. Slows down units. Fog Lightning is a good AoE. But no Entangle for pickups. It's just a little harder. Remind is feeling pressured though. Still the big Invul Potion on the Demon Hunter. Has to use it soon. Getting rid of all the Moon Juice here again. It's nighttime, so it's regenerating. But that night is almost over. Remind is losing that Shadow Priest, almost losing the Naga, but there's no boots on life. Saving his own Naga here. The health potion is gone, but so will the Naga. Oh, is he overcommitting? That would be disastrous, but life comes in with a Berserker and he gets that Naga kill. Very well done. Can Remind block somehow? Yeah, he's blocking him in. Has to be the TP. There's not enough damage. It's getting close. Oh, with a lot of misses maybe. Oh boy, he's actually winning that fight with level 3 over level 2. And Remind is losing the demon. Oh boy. What a fight by Life. Sick.
The town is under siege.
The bolts of steel. And now the TP is forced with the Dryad. But my lord, double kill in his own base.
A player's forces are under attack.
That is extraordinary. Everything goes according to plan for Life. Bears are coming. Richu is about to be ready. Level 3.75 or something. Naga's leveling up to 2. It was only a level 2 Demon Hunter and a level 1 Naga. But still, what can he do now? Basically nothing. Gets the Naga back at the tavern. So he's losing not too much time. So at least he can creep. But whoa. First he plays great. And now he's lucky. Scourge Bone Chimes. For a bear mirror. Perfect. Invis Potion. With Rejuvenation. Gonna do great. The shop is helping a bit here. This creep spot. Not that easy. And he's going for the second Vamp Aura spot. While the Demon Hunter is scouting all of this. He sees bears. He sees, okay, there's still something on in the altar, so I don't have to be afraid. Maybe I can get the last hit. And it's not looking that bad, since Remind takes forever to creep this. Demon Hunter is back, though. There's no healing, there's nothing. No boots. The Rock Golem even gets healed up again by the by the High Priest. So all the time in the world for Life to creep the shop here. Can he get it? Yes, he did get it! Oh my god. It's a disaster for Remind. Belt of Giant Strength, yeah. But that won't turn the tides for him. He needs a miracle to come back in this. 29 food for Remind, 45, but the Demon Hunter maybe, is there staff? Oh no, there's no staff! He has to run away now, Rejuvenation comes in too late, and so he loses his Demon Hunter. Is this the can opener for Remind? He is so experienced, he knows exactly what's going on, but staffing out the Naga, there's no slow anymore, no Dryad, Fog Lightning comes in again, Demon Hunter is chasing though, but has to get away. The firepower of Life is just too strong. And he needs his Moon Juice, or even a potion. And buys the second potion immediately. Wow. What an action-packed game this is, despite being a bear mirror. And the Demon Hunter is in jeopardy again, but there's no mana for Fork Lightning anymore. Level 3 Naga could be very, very devious against those bears. But, okay, remind, losing the Naga here on 2. The bear's so hungry. And now he's playing at StarCraft without heroes. With the potion. Where's the Demon Hunter of Life? He's back. Level 4.5, and Remind taps out. Without a Naga, no chance. And the third spectacular performance of Life in a row. Beating him in less than 10 minutes. And the next map is Last Refuge. So what is going on here? There is this guy who wasn't even supposed to be in this tournament, and he wipes the floor with basically everyone. That is damn impressive. Yeah, Knight of Mirrors, man. I like. Panda, Wolf, Happy, Remo, alright. Okay, we have the color problem again. Okay, so there was a bug apparently. So I invite the players first, and they can pick, and then everything is good. This is easier. Well, well, well. What a bag of surprises we have here. So I'm waiting for Laufan if he's watching in-game or... okay. So, game starts, map number 2. Winner bracket final, Life. 1 map away from the playoffs. And that would be... that would be something. No problems loading into the game. So, let's see these groups once again. Remind versus Life, that's where we are. 1-0 for Life. Remind would drop down to the losers finals where he would meet Law Liot or Fly. Will this be the group of 2-0? We will see in a few minutes. When the Night of Mirror continues. Here we are. And from China, 19 years old, Hao Yan, aka Life. And on the other side, it is Kim Sung-sik from South Korea, 30 years old. I think even the oldest player in this tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, he's the first South Korean WCG winner. He's a 2-time BlizzCon winner. He's a multiple WC3 and NGL champion. He has won it all. But recently, not too many accomplishments, except the Jera Cup win last Sunday. And I thought, okay, will he finally be able to overcome that his shape is switching so much, like from great to bad and back and forth and back and forth. And it all looked like it. Against Law Liot, he was the smarter player, he was the better player, and he won twice in a very short time. But this Life kid is on a roll today. Very, very motivated when I talk to him. I want to play this, I want to be good, I want to make up for what I did earlier this week in the WCA qualifier. And so far, he performs so well. Demon Hunter, of course, both are going for the shop. This is one big consumable, like it was at the Mercenary Camp. On Twisted. And this time, I think we're gonna see range. Like, at least from one player. It's so good on this map. Mana potion for Life, a Remind with a big healing. That's a little advantage. In the Panda TV tournament, by the way, Remind beat Warcraft Rich 2-0. Also a sign of his strength usually in Night Elf Mirror. But apart from that, not too many big accomplishments recently. Lost to Life in Mocap. Lost to Law Liot in TWCL. And in GCS. Yeah, well, he won against Moon, but that was not the Moon we know now. And that's quite some time ago also. Level 2.3 Demon Hunter on... Oh, that's actually... Was it a Tome of Experience? 3, 2, 4... Ah, not really. 50 experience. Didn't really take care here. Or is there something left? No. Weird. I was telling so much about results and stuff that I completely forgot to observe the game. Remind with an Engine of War in the base of Life, but does this work? He wants to get him back in the base. He wants map control. And so... this works quite okay. Oh, Huntress Hall in jeopardy. Very early Huntress Hall, though, by Life. Can't knock it down. But those Moonwolves, they are in danger. If there's a Zapper coming, don't want to experience that. But the Harass of Remind is pretty damn cool. There's no counter to that so far. No Huntress Hall as well. So I don't know why Life is going for that early Huntress Hall. I think a Huntress or... a late Huntress opening or early Huntress transition, whatever you want, is very, very bad against mass range. Nice deny by Remind. Denying the experience here, so he is still ahead. And Life has the Huntress Hall finished, and here's the first one. Reveal being used and double kill on the Archers. Very nice to see. These guys don't really stand a break, right? They're like, okay, gloves off, let's just hit each other in the face all over. And it's looking good for Remind with that Engine of War placement here. That's pretty effective. If he can get rid of a Moonwell, he won't be supply stuck. But it gets rid of a lot of healing, and you have to replace it. That's 180 gold. Plus the repair cost that he's paying now. He might be able to get it. Wisp is down. But now with 2 Huntress. There's a lot of control on the field for life now, but the question is just for how long. And if he keeps that Moonwell alive, I think everything is good for him. Keeper of the Grove for Remind, so no range, sadly. Gonna be bears again. I promised so much, but I think it's still entertaining how these players play. 3 Hunters, and then if it's not range, then Hunters really have their reason. Because with them, you can fight everywhere, every time. Therefore, Remind will avoid it to fight against them. And that means you have the entire map for yourself. Interesting though, Naga versus Keeper. This probably means that Life wants to end it soon? Or he just wants more damage. But with the Keeper, you have control early on. And you have the big aura. The Thorns aura is a game changer in Night of Mirror. If that thing is on level 2, and there's no Thorns aura against you, you can micro as good as you want, basically. Well, not really, but it's really a big advantage. Demon Hunter +8 already. Naga with boots. Remind is going for the High Priest. Got the Wen of Illusion. And that in Bear Mirror is also a very good item. So all the drops, all the choices so far, very cool for Remind. And Life, I don't really know why he's only doing this now. Because this is your safe spot. This is what you do when you have no alternative. And Remind is already scouting this with the illusion, which is quite cool. We will see Cyclone. There's gonna be a few Dryads though. So it can be Dispelled, but forcing 3 Dispels out of your Dryads is a lot. You want it for exactly disable the Entangle, disable Rejuvenation, and Roar. So Life is taking this. Level 2 on the Naga, not forced into a Zeppelin, which would be quite cool later though. 2 Dryads for Life, for Remind, so he has slow. And Life is, in every single regard, Life is just a bit behind thanks to this Hunter's Hole. Almost level 3 on the Demon Hunter, level 2 on the Naga, so he needs time for the Keeper now. He has a level 3 Demon, that's nice. But there's plenty of spots. Like he can do this one, he can do this one, wrap around and go for the red spot. That's a lot. Red spot also can change games.
A player's forces are under attack.
With the Brilliance aura, for example. With Kodo aura. Stuff like that. Endurance aura also nice. So plenty of good drops at those red spots. Mana Stone is okay for the Keeper, but definitely not necessary. A few more Entangles, which is okay, but
a player's forces are under attack.
oh, using a Mana Burn and the Tangle for it. That was too much for sure. I see that quite often recently, that pros nuke the illusions. And I wonder why, because you see it that there's illusion if they take damage. 2 rings and claws is okay-ish. The thing in Warcraft is you can't really build a tank because you can just ignore them then. There's no taunt on heroes. Belt of Giant Strength for Life. Once again, one for the tankiness, but oh, there's the Zapper I was talking about. Remind, he's gonna blow these Moonwells up, and then he's definitely supply stuck. Life is. Raw being used, or can he get the shop as well? Perfect detonation! 3 for 1. And that was so worth it. He uses the illusion on the bears. There is no bear. Okay, 1 bear for Life, but he's getting wrecked here. Nice dispel on that Entangle. But a good chunk of experience for Remind here. Gets the Dryad with the Demon Hunter. Oh, Keeper is in trouble though. The staff is on cooldown. He could swap the town portal. Is there boots on any of the Demon Hunters? No, there's not. Only on the Naga. GG my life! And so he's losing his first map today. And we have a decision for the playoff. That's always cool. Another game, another 10-minute game. And the last map is AZ. So Amazonia. This is the German cast now. So yeah, Remind coming back. A little break for our players here so they can play the best. And yeah, I can do a little updates on the brackets already. Group C it is. And I can show you what we did. If you're late to the party, well, shame on you, of course. You missed some cool games here. Ting Tournament really provides good games so far. And on NetEase, everything seems to be very, very easy. So, let's see Group C. That's what we have. Remind showed how great he is in Knight of Mirror, faced Lawlight with a very unique Engine of War, Engine of Wind push thingy that I was not aware of, but he made it work on Twisted Meadows. And usually Lawlight is very creative and stuff like this, in mirrors with the Zeppelins, Zappers, stuff like that. But Remind had a solution for this and made it work. The surprise of the day, live eliminating, or not, throwing down Fly to the lowest bracket with a 2-0. And Fly, to be honest, didn't really stand a chance. So live on fire here, also in the first game against Remind. So both of them can make the quarterfinal happen. We saw also Moon versus Happy. For some of you, might have been a big surprise that Happy won, but the surrounds, man, out of this world today. Happy really on fire. Crazy performance by the little Russian. And TH, of course, made it last Saturday already into the playoffs. And we also had Group A last Friday, 1 week ago, where Infi and Foggy made it to the quarterfinals. Hawk with a very, very poor performance. Anima did quite well. Especially the second map against Infi was quite fun to watch. And yeah, this is the Ting Warcraft Invitational. We will close the group stage tomorrow with this group here. Lin, Orc Worker, 1-2-0 and Focus. That's going to be really, really cool. An Orc Mirror to start things, and then Undead versus Orc. My favorite matchup with my favorite player 1-2-0 and maybe the strongest player on the planet, that is Lin. So if those two meet in the winner bracket final, get ready for a treat. This is simply amazing. So what else is there? If you're watching now and you don't really follow Warcraft that often, feel free to come back to the scene. There's so much going on, especially on our channel, Back to Warcraft. You can find it here on Twitch, or you can visit backtowarcraft.com. We produce content basically every day at the moment because so much is going on. Every Sunday, usually, we stream Jera Cups. In the week at the moment, there's the Panda TV Invitational, also called Faith Cup, for $9,000. We cover the WCA qualifiers. So if you want to catch up with the tournaments in 2016, feel free to visit our YouTube as well. It's Back to Warcraft at YouTube. And yeah, social media channels, Facebook and Twitter, quite active there. We announce all the news that we get, and all the cast that we are doing, of course, will be announced there as well. it's pretty cool that Warcraft is so alive in 2016. And we are part of this, and I can't wait for October 21st and 22nd when I'll be sitting next to ToD in Cologne in the ESL studios, and we can cast our ass off to provide you with great content. 2 semifinals then, and the grand final on Saturday. But that's of course in the stars before we have 2 days of quarterfinals. So yeah, we have a community on Reddit. It's slash WC3 on Reddit, if you're following there. And we're also featured by Liquipedia. So there's a ticker for the games, there's a schedule for upcoming tournaments. You can find it at wiki.backtowarcraft.com or at Liquipedia. It is in the alpha section. Ready? So Remind is ready. We're waiting for life to come back. So, the third Night Elf Mirror in this series begins. I hope this won't be a join bug again, but I don't think so. Amazonia is the map. And the clock is ticking. 3, 2, 1. Let's go in game. Whew! Oh, didn't it update? Why not? Oh, because I didn't change it. Even I do small mistakes. After that, we have 2 more best of 3s. It's going to be Lawlight versus Fly. And, okay, this is working. Lawlight versus Fly, and the loser of this game against the winner of Lawlight versus Fly. But let's see the greatness of Night Elf Mirror once again, this time on AZ. Amazonia, a very small map. Usually, also possible to go for talents here. But what we see most of the time is, once again, bears, but then with drops. Because it's easy to wall off the base, and then you can't really do anything against it. Like, you cannot approach this base and force a fight here, because you will lose thanks to the moonwells everywhere. But if you steal the Zeppelin here, drop in, attack the tree, definitely worth it. Yeah, that's what I expect. It's definitely possible that Remind is playing something else. He seemed to be very creative in his mirror so far. Always having some sort of tactic prepared for a specific map. So maybe it is talents with a push from here, maybe? We'll see. Demon Hunter first. Demon Hunter first. No Potom, Mass Huntress, Keeper first shenanigans. They both played straight. Of course, there's $6,000 on the line. In this tournament. Both are not the big favorites. Or were not the big favorites. Coming into this tournament. But today, they are definitely superior to their opponents before. Of course, you have to take care to not deny those creeps. But it's all working fine. Remind with a claw. Very nice. And with a lightning shield, this is a little faster for life. Waiting for his item. Gloves of haste. Also okay. Not the perfect one. But alright. Will we see an early Huntress Hall? Didn't work for life, really,
Forces are under attack.
in game 2. But on AZ, I think Warcraft Ridge is one of the best Night Elf players. Yeah, maybe ever. Especially on Amazonia. And there was a time where he always went for a Huntress opening. But that was mostly against the Europeans. Maybe it's just different here. Historically, of course, two worlds colliding. In China, we have never seen a very strong Night Elf. We had Zhou Shishi, who won J-League once, but he was never a top tier player in my opinion. We had not too many Night Elves. We had a few at World Elite, but also them, like, World Elite was always Infi, TED, you know, these guys. Sky, of course. And not the other guys. Yeah, and in Korea, of course, it's entirely different. Nice little block. We have Moon, we have Remind, now we have Lawliot. Check is there as well. It's a big, big tradition of strong Night Elves. And of course they can learn from each other. And against each other. So far no Huntress Hall on both sides. It's not hidden or anything. So a very patient early game this is. But nice drops for him, for life. To get the 2 Slippers of Agility. 5 archers.
A player's forces are under attack.
But also here, plus 9 on Remind. So it's pretty equal. And a very, very mirrory matchup. Going for the same creep spots. Going for a little deviation. But you can see 5 archers already. Usually assigned for range. And on the other side, 4. But he produces the 5th. So this is some range mirror. Haven't seen that in quite a while. A Shredder would be very effective early on. They even have the same position for the shops. Isn't that nice? So everything is equal. Improved bows upgrade, Naga second, and he's just waiting for the Naga to appear from life as well. Oh, mana burn on the illusion again. Also using frost armor. And there's the Naga for life. 36 food versus 34. This is a small advantage for life, but I don't think this will change anything. No, they just met, said hello, exchanged a few arrows, and then left again. No one is getting help from the Merc camp, by the way. That's interesting. Improved bows is ready for Remind. And tier 3 is coming. Only tier 2 for life, but he is behind in all regards, I think. 3 and 1 Naga. 3 and 1 here. 3 sets of sentry wards. That is so much vision. You can see the first ward here. He has wisps everywhere. Here. Oh, that's an Engine of War. But he will see everything. If he so desires. Oh, nicely done. Using a reveal here. Maybe he saw or heard it when they were fighting there. Potion of healing already bought. He doesn't want to lose the first exchange. It's still 1 archer more. Just right clicking on the demon hunters, and Remind is easily losing this, but the potion kept him alive. But look at the damage, it's insane. Now both are retreating. Haha. Very, very fun to watch. But what can he do against this Naga? Whoa! He was baiting with that Demon Hunter, and oh, the Demon Hunter dies! Life gets the kill. Miscalculation by Remind. Wanted to save the Naga with the TP, but no, not on that cost usually. Reveal immediately. He checks if he's getting it from the altar.
A player's forces are
Adept
under
upgrade
attack.
for the talent, but it's only 1 Engine of War. Wind. What's in there for life? He's just going archers. Like, only archers. No Engine of Wind. Why is he going tier 3 then? Or Tinker? Well, this kind of makes sense, right? There's only talents. Well, you need Fairy Fire, of course. Yeah, you need Fairy Fire. So he got the upper hand. Oh, expansion play. Will this Demon Hunter kill allow him to expand? I'm questioning this. Level 2.5 Naga with the Potion of Mana. On the other side, once again a Belt of Giant Strength. Not too happy about this, I think. Shadow Priest for the spell comes in very handy. And finally the Engine of Wind. So the numbers of talents will be a lot higher for Remind. And a Dark Ranger third once again. For the Silence, for the Skeletons. Skeletons first, then Silence. Yeah, and we'll see a lot. So the Shadow Priest will be even better for the spell.
A player's forces
Ooh,
are
Fairy
under attack.
Dragons. Interesting choice. Really skipping out on Fairy Fire. This is almost as... This Fairy Fire is almost as strong as the Orb of Corruption. So, do you really want to skip it? Marksmanship is not really an option. Because there's no Hunter's Hall, and it would be a good investment. And takes a lot of time. Level 3 on the Naga already, though, because he was creeping her solo. That can make a big difference, but Remind is going for the red spot already. While Life is only creeping the Renegade. Let's see what they can do. It's of course a lot of experience, but it's also a lot of damage he tanks here, but it's still okay. War Song Battle Drums. Nice. If he gets upgrades, this will be even better. 10% damage on archers is not that much.
A player's forces
Second Belt of Giant Strength. Little unlucky. But this expansion goes through unscouted. Or unpunished, at least. But Remind has a Wisp here. So Zappers, always possible. The Engine of War is down. And Remind is gathering his troops. Is there a heal scroll or something? Yeah, heal scroll, invo potion, and... Oh, there's a Zapper! I was just talking about this! Booyaka! And this should be enough, I think. He gets rid of the shop. He's not even caring too much about the expo because he knows he can't repair against this. So 385 gold gone. But he got the Engine of War and the shop. And might be forcing the town portal. Amazonia, though, the smallest map in the pool. You can run away, but now Life is Remind is supply stuck. I think this fight is, or this push, is a little better for Life already. Gets rid of the second Moonwell with only piercing. This is such a weird strategy. Fairy Dragons, of course, with amazing damage versus casters. That's why you see them versus human all the time. And yeah, 47 versus 50. 3-3-1 heroes. 3-3-1 here as well, though. Fork Lightning with a triple kill! Silence on the Naga arrives too late. Invo Potion being popped. Only right clicks on the Demon Hunter for now. And Life seems to be able to win this. Invo Potion on Remind's side as well. Going for the Naga straight away. Oh, Fork Lightning kills her off as well. But Remind... Oh, wow, he's not following her. Life kills the Naga here. Oh, boy. Double Naga kill. But still, it's 43 versus 34. Dark Ranger is dead too! And now with Cyclone, how long can he disable the Demon Hunter? Not for too much longer, I think. And Life is kind of falling apart. Remind and Life both level 4 on their first heroes. But with the Dark Ranger still alive, Life cannot fight this. He didn't buy anything, didn't have any time. Very, very interesting Night of Mirror we're seeing here. 1,000 gold for Life remaining. He could get the Naga back at the tavern easily. But he's reviving her already. Takes about 2 minutes. Strong comeback by Remind with the hero focus. And that is the Fury Fire that I was talking about. He has vision now as well. So he sees how big the army is, what his upgrades are, what's he producing, basically everything. And now, finally, he's transitioning into new talents. Finally, he gets the Fury Fire. But is it too late? In the meantime, Remind has to rebuild the Moon Wells. That takes time as well. So, Life will be at 50 supply quite faster than Remind. Invo Potion again. Plus 11 damage and also a little tankiness thanks to the Belt of Giant Strength. But he has to rebuild 2 heroes. That takes a lot of time.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now second red spot for Remind. Scout from Life though, and he immediately retreats, obviously. That expansion attempt, I told you, was quite risky, and he got punished for that hard. If you imagine that almost 400 gold, if you include the Wisp, in his army, that's 2 more units, or a heal scroll, or anything. That would have been better, maybe. Still the Warsong Battle Drums. Level 4 Demon Hunter, level 2 Dark Ranger, so silence is available. And Life is still waiting for that Dark Ranger Mira.
A player's forces are under attack.
The next fight is gonna be different though. He can focus better. He has mercenaries. He wants as much on the field as he can get now. Wind of Illusion again. Not as great as in a Bear Mirror, but still decent, I think. Especially if you bait a Fork Lightning on them. That's a lot of damage that you soak up with it. Hippogriffs already. Is Remind expecting more Fury Dragons? There is 2, so he can take care of both of them. And he's kinda with his back against the wall. Invo Potion popped immediately. There is a town portal, but Cyclone the Naga. Remind doesn't want to fight this. Shadow Priest down immediately, so less Dispel. And now both players have Cyclone. He's focusing the Hippos quite fast. Oh, is there a surround? Yes, he's surrounded. Oh boy, there's no TP. There's only a heal scroll, and Remind is losing the demon without that damage dealer and without the mana burn. What can he do? Surround on the Naga. Fork Lightning again, and there's no way Remind can hold this. Double hero kill by Life. That kid is performing so strong today. GG! Life in the quarterfinal. The replacement for War Chief Rich. After dropping out of GCS, of WCA last place. Today, he showed his strength. In a very impressive way.